Did you get my numbers this morning? That's crazy. 165, and I'm at 19% body fat.
No, you look great.
I asked my boy this morning, I said, bro, don't lie to me, dog. Like, do I look skinny? He was like, nah.
Nah, you look good. You look
165.
You look fit. That's good.
I've been following since before y'all knew each other.
Did I look bigger back then?
Yes, your face.
Wow.
Everything. So you look amazing now.
Wow.
Slim down. Don't let anybody tell you that you're skinny.
I believe in conditioning your muscles. Some people lift heavy and do low reps because of the type of look that they want. And they think that's the best way to build muscle, but that is not the best way to build muscle. I'm a testimony of that, and so are some of my clients. When I tell them to do 15 reps, that's what they first say. Why do you want me to do 15 reps? I'm not used to doing 15 reps. I'm used to doing 8 to 10 reps. But the minute they start doing 15 reps, they start getting all this definition in their arms and the muscles start to grow. Especially with the right nutrition plan, it's amazing. That's why Anthony looks how he does. I like creating symmetry. We're building muscle. Some people like to do it one by one. They like to build the muscle first, then cut you back down for the symmetry. I like doing it together. I like building symmetry and muscle at the same time.
Coach B, man, welcome to the table.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here, man. I appreciate you.
Man, I'm gonna get straight into it because I think this show really is important to me. Probably one of the very first shows I've ever done like this. And you've changed my life over the last 90 days. Your teachings, your dedication. But out of all of the nutritionists and fitness experts out there in the world, what makes Coach B? Like, why Coach B? Why are you passionate about this message? And why should people listen to you?
People should listen to me, and I'm so passionate about it because I'm called to save lives, right? I have this calling on me, and I didn't know it was until I started doing it subconsciously, where I was telling people what to eat because I've been through it.
Yeah.
I've had high blood pressure, I've had the high cholesterol, I've had the diabetes before the pre-diabetes stage, right? So I used to wonder why my hands was tingling, why were my fingers tingling? And my doctor was like, hey, what did you just eat? And I was like, I just had a honey bun, or I just had a whole bunch of potatoes. Well, that's why your fingers are tingling. So we did the test and I was pre-diabetic. Oh, and on top of that, Sergeant Mobley, because this is when I was in the military, on top of that, you do know you have high blood pressure. Oh, and your cholesterol is just high as well too. So all that to say I didn't want to take any medications that had anything to do with that because it was still reversible at that time. So in order for me not to take all these medications, I started finding and I started reading healthier ways without the medication. And the first healthy way was to start eating cleaner. Because the way we used to eat in the military, it was always fast food because we was always on the go. We never had time to prepare our meals.
Yeah.
So it was always Popeye's chicken, Burger King, or the MREs they would give us when we went to the field. And inside those MREs, as long as they last, they are not good for you.
Wow.
Because a lot of us would eat them and we would come back from the field constipated.
Yeah.
So fast forward, I started eating healthier because I started taking control of my life. I was like, you know what? Instead of Popeyes, I'm gonna take that time away from watching TV and start preparing my own meals.
Wow.
What I did was I started using time that didn't make sense and started making it make sense, right? Which is when my health started getting better. My blood pressure started getting better. My cholesterol and all that just reversed. So now here you are today, I'm healthy because now I'm really into it.
Wow.
I know what to tell somebody to eat to get rid of their blood pressure. I know what to tell somebody to eat, get rid of their pre-diabetics. I know what to tell somebody to eat to lower their cholesterol because a lot of things ties into what we put in our mouth. We are what we eat. That term is so true. I used to hear it all the time. You are what you eat. But that is such a true statement. It goes over our heads. Oh, it's okay to have this sometime. It's okay to have that. But what is your sometime? Some people sometime is every 3 days.
Yeah.
That's too much, depending on what it is. So that's why because I have this patience too. I have patience with a lot of people. A lot of people need a coach that has patience. A lot of these coaches will say, hey, eat this, eat that. I'll see you in 2 weeks. Not me. I like to check back around on people at least every day or every other day.
How long have you been in the nutrition and fitness world?
I've been in the fitness world lifting weights since the year 2001 when I went to Afghanistan. I went to Afghanistan in 2001, started lifting, started studying what makes your muscles grow, how many reps to do. I started studying all that stuff. So every day, for at least 2 or 3 hours a day, I was in the gym in Afghanistan. When I came back from Afghanistan, back to North Carolina, I just never stopped, man.
Wow.
But guess what? I was growing muscle 18, 19, 20, 21, all the way up till I got to about the age 35. I started picking up all this weight, which is when that high blood pressure started to come.
Wow.
Because, our bodies, they just start to slow down.
Yeah.
We're not young no more. We're not Superman. We're Superman in our 18s and our 20s. But when you start to hit that mid-30s, everything slows down. And you have to be really mindful about what you do from that point on.
It was 2022. 2022. I can call my mom right now on speakerphone. And we were in church, California, San Diego, California. And I started feeling something in my chest. I was just like, what the heck is this? We're at worship. We're at my mom's church. And if anyone knows anything about my mom, she don't play about worship. My mom is the true definition of she loves God more than anything, more than her children. So we know, don't get involved with the worship experience from my mom. Love you, mama. But I was in service sitting next to my mom, and I felt this. I felt like my heart was crazy. So I said, hey, Mom, I'm gonna go outside and get some fresh air. And I got out there and I just felt this real sharp pain. And man, I probably had the biggest gut. And I went out there, I texted my mom, I said, Mom, I gotta go to the hospital. My mom rushes out. We go to the hospital. We are in the emergency room, not even exaggerating, for 3 hours. While there, they come out and they give me a small little cup, and inside of it is white, something white to drink. They said, drink this and we'll come back in about an hour and check in on you. It's like, wait, what? I drink it, everything disappears from me. I feel great. I feel good. They bring me to the back. They do all the stuff, make sure nothing was good with the heart. I come back in, the doctor comes in, and he says, hey man, I got good news, I got bad news for you. I was like, okay, shoot, give me the bad news. This visit is gonna cost you about $2,000. And I said, well, that's the bad news? The good news is, which is not necessarily good news, but the good news is your heart is perfectly fine. Just had gas.
Really? So for $2,000, they told you that you had gas for $2,000?
For gas. And I was like, I had gas. And he said something, and it went over my head, right? It went over my head. He said, man, for men, specifically African-American men, because he was an African-American doctor, gratefully at that time, he said, man, we carry a lot in our guts. And what we eat does impact. And so for you, it just seems like your body is trying to tell you like, hey, this is not what we need and what we want. And so he was like, you have heartburns, and your heartburns come from, not all the time, but a lot of time for men, specifically men of color, within our guts, it comes from the unhealthiness because our guts are the size of our fists. So I went back and I was like, oh, shoot, okay, I'm great. I'm feeling good, man. And Coach, I didn't listen. This year, man, I was sleeping one night And this is why you're on the show, and this is why I rocked with you over the last 90 days, because I need people to understand and be vulnerable and just be honest about myself. Man, I've made the most money I've ever made in the last 4 years of my life. Yeah, in the last 4 years, I've probably done about $15 million.
Wow.
Yeah. And I allowed my body to get the back burn because I was chasing success and money. I was told that I wouldn't be successful on my own. I was told that I won't make millions. And I'm gonna be honest, it was like, man, when I left Dave Ramsey, they said, you know, you're not gonna be successful without Dave Ramsey. And I was just on a mission to prove people wrong. And man, I said, forget health. Let me get wealth.
Okay.
I chased money. And I remember one night I was sleeping. I slept on my stomach. And I thought I was about to have a heart attack because I could not breathe.
Wow.
And I felt like I was skipping heartbeats, if that made sense. When I would walk up and down my stairs, and you was at my house this morning working out, man, I would get tired. And I started noticing, like, man, I'm not healthy. And I got up, looked in the mirror in my closet one day, and I saw myself, and I was very disappointed in me. And I never forget, I was at ILS with Bishop T.D. Jakes. And one of my favorite people in the whole wide world is Bishop Joel Tutman. And I saw how he had slimmed down. I was like, Joe. And me and him are sitting there. And as soon as he walks into the back, Bishop Joel is sitting down. He's eating healthy food. And I'm like, Joe, you look good. And I sit down, I got vulnerable with him because here's the truth. And I got some stats here and I really want to get in and help some people. I said, Joe, I don't like where I am. Man, I got to the point, Coach, that I would buy those shirts that keeps your stomach tucked in. So that way, when I put on a suit, my stomach wasn't way out there. And do you know how hard it was to breathe with that shirt on? Because when you breathe, your stomach's supposed to come out.
Right.
No, my chest was going up. So my doctor told me that you are actually hurting your lungs by doing that because you're not breathing correctly because you want to look good.
Yeah.
And I told Joel, I said, Joel, man, I need your guy because I can't be 40 years old, 45 years old, and I'm not dying at 45. If I die at 45, it's going to be because God said that's your time.
Right.
Not because of me not doing the right thing. And I read this after I got connected with you because y'all want y'all to understand this. When I told Joe that, Joe said, hey, listen, man, I'm gonna connect you, but I'm only gonna connect you if it's real. Y'all, Coach B is so on it. And Joe Tubman, love you, sir. They called me at 4 a.m.
4 a.m.
4 a.m. in the morning. Joe said, wake up. Gave me the phone to you.
Yep.
And I'm talking to you. And you was like, all right, this is my fee. If you want to do it, let's do it. By 6 a.m., you're paid.
Yep.
And I'm like, yo. But the reason why I did that, because after all my little small scares, and I'm like, yo, I want to be healthier. And this is the thing I love about you and I love about where I'm at, is that I wanted to be healthier, not just look better. I wanted a healthier lifestyle. And if I have a healthier lifestyle, then the aesthetics is easy to get after you've been healthy. But there's a study that shows that people with high cardiorespiratory fitness live 5 years longer than those with low fitness. But here's what's even crazy, and this is what really got me. This is what a study showed me, because we're a money show. There is also a significant correlation of individuals who work out and their caliber of money. Every wealthy individual, 6 out of 10 individuals who have established wealth within the within the Caucasian community work out 3 times a day. I even went lower. I even went deeper. 6 out of 10 white wealthy people run 3 to 5 times a week. And I'm like, wait a minute. What? Wait a minute. So today, I was just like, man, I want to sit down with you. And I want to have a conversation about how do we increase our health, which would impact and increase our income. Because I believe our body and our bank account work hand in hand.
That is facts. I'm going to tell you one way. Whenever we start getting healthier, our minds start to expand, because when we're not healthy, we're cloudy minded, we're tired, and we don't feel like thinking about anything extra but what's to eat and what time are we going to bed. But when you're healthy, a lot of my clients, what they've told me within the first 7 days is, hey, coach, when I got home, I was able to start working on my new business I've been wanting to do for the past 5 years. I've been wanting to start this business, but every time I get home, I don't have any energy.
Wow.
Because I've been so unhealthy for all these years.
Yeah.
Where they was like you, they was chasing wealth, but guess what? They didn't get any wealth. They just got worse in health, and they still kept the same income. So now that they're healthy, when they get home, they're going to the gym and they're coming back from the gym, working on their business, where I'm proud to say 3 of them now own their own business, and they're not working for their 9 to 5 no more.
Wow.
And they keep expanding at it, because guess what? Now they have more time to work out, eat healthy, and work on their business, and God bless them.
I want to be real with you for a second. You see, we're living in a world where everybody's got advice about everything. From your finances to your mental health, even down to your relationships. But here's the thing. How do you know what actually works specifically for you? If I'm being vulnerable, I've been there. Scrolling through endless tips and tricks on Instagram, and listening to relationship experts who are single on Clubhouse, feeling more confused than when I started. And that's why I started therapy with BetterHelp. And family, I gotta be honest, it was the best decision I ever made. You see, BetterHelp isn't just some app. They've got over 30,000 licensed professional therapists who actually know what they are doing. And with a 4.9 out of 5-star rating review from over 1.7 million different people, it's clear that this actually works. And here's what I love. You can literally hop on a session from anywhere. Car, your office, soccer game, wherever you need that support. And if your therapist isn't the right fit, man, this is amazing. You can switch with absolutely no drama and absolutely no hassle. Whether you're dealing with relationship issues, stress, setting healthy boundaries, or just trying to level up mentally, therapy isn't just for people with major trauma. It's for anyone, including yourself, who wants to become the best version of themselves, better fathers, wives, partners. Listen, my listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/AL. Again, that's betterhelp.com/AL. Family, please do not sleep on your mental health. You deserve that support. But you know what? I want to say right there, you work with individuals like Bishop Joel Tutman, Dr. Barnett, who is one of the leading voices to mental health, Rico Love, huge in the music business, Bree, who is a huge celebrity hairstylist.
Yes.
Then you have, Kyle
Norman from
Jagged Edge.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Yeah. And then one of my favorites, man, Brandon Marshall, and we know him from the I Am Athlete.
Yes.
You've worked with these individuals. Have you noticed any patterns from when you started working with them between their fitness level and then also how that impacted their professional success?
Yes, I have big time. They've always been successful because they were successful without me. But now they're able to spend more time. They have more discipline with what they're going to eat, because now the better they eat, the longer they can live and the more successful they can be, right? Versus, not saying all of them, but if they would have kept going the same way, who knows what would have happened to high blood pressure.
Yeah.
That stuff slows you down. Cholesterol, that stuff slows you down. The heartburn, that slows you down.
Yeah.
So with me changing their nutrition plan and me constantly checking on them, hey, guess what? Now they're able to really expand and focus more on what they do best.
I polled and I asked my audience, I said, hey, I'm sitting down with my trainer. What are some things that you would like me to ask? Out of the 3,200 responses, I would say about 88% of them were women.
Mm-hmm.
Out of the 88% of the women, one of the top questions that was asked was, I have a special event coming up. How do I lose weight quickly? Prime example was, I have a wedding. I'm about to go on vacation. How do I lose weight? Watch this. Up underneath that was, there's this huge talk about Ozempic right now.
Mm-hmm.
And they're saying, man, if I take Ozempic, I can lose weight even faster.
Mm-hmm.
What would you say to the individuals watching right now who are saying, hey, I need to lose weight within the next 30 days, 60 days for this big event, for this, et cetera, et cetera. What would you say to them, the quickest way to do that? And would you suggest Ozempic?
The quickest way for people to lose a substantial amount of weight in 30 to 60 days is to get rid of the bad habits that they have right now. A lot of people drink sodas every day.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people snack every day. A lot of people drink alcohol on the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
If they took away the alcohol, the snacks, and the sodas, that's already like 10 pounds gone in like 8 to 10 days.
Wow.
In 8 to 10 days, I've told my clients, my female clients,
Okay.
I said, hey, let's push back on the yogurts for right now.
Okay. No yogurt?
Right, no
And
yogurt.
people are saying yogurt is healthy.
Yogurt is healthy, but it's how you have to, it's a way you prepare it, right? The yogurt in the store is not good for you.
The yogurt in the store
is not good for you. Read the labels. Now, they do have ways where you can make your own homemade yogurt, but who's gonna do that?
Right.
Who's gonna do that,
Right.
right? So back in the day when our parents was growing up, we were able to drink milk. Can you drink milk today?
No.
No, you can't. That's the same with the yogurt. Yogurt back in their days, you can eat it. But now yogurt, you can't eat it. It's gonna make you bloat. It's gonna give you stomach issues. And so when I took the yogurt away, because they said the same thing, Coach, I can't have any yogurt. No, take the yogurt away. Also, let's push back on that alcohol. They already lost like 15 pounds in like 20 days. They lost 15 pounds. And along with that 15 pounds, they had way more energy and way more work productivity as well.
Yeah.
So just the smallest things. Now, after those 30 days, when they went after their event, they say, hey, I want to keep working with you.
Mm-hmm.
They keep working with me, and then they adapt a healthier lifestyle to where any event coming up within 2 weeks, they're going to be ready for it because they're constantly living that lifestyle. If anything, they will keep looking better and better and better each week. For the Ozempic, no, I would say do not do it. If the doctor prescribes it to you because of your diabetes, because most people take it for diabetes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes, most people take Ozempic for diabetes, right, for their cravings. But what I'm here to say is you don't need Ozempic. Let's try it the natural way first. Let's try it without the Ozempic. Let's do it naturally. Let's get a healthy lifestyle. Let's eat. Let's push away from those snacks. Let's stop snacking every now and again. Let's start drinking more water. Let's start drinking more of the natural juices like you have on your table. Yes.
I ain't gonna say the name of the company because they ain't paying me, but this is good right here.
What's going on, family? Listen, I just saved over $400 on my car insurance in literally 10 minutes. Here's the thing. Most of us are overpaying because we're so loyal to companies that ain't loyal to our wallets. Recently, I partnered with a trusted broker to help my family, you, stop throwing money away by just simply entering in your zip code, answering some few questions, and boom, you have real quotes within real companies within a matter of 60 seconds. No credit checks, none of that spam call. Look, you work hard for your money. Why give more of it away than you have to? I personally used this company back when I was going through my search, and it put money back in my pocket. All you have to do is go to anthonyoneal.com/car insurance right now. That's anthonyoneal.com/car insurance. Stop overpaying. Start keeping your money so you can pay off debt and start investing and building your number one asset, which is your wealth. All right? Listen, go to anthonyoneal.com/car insurance and get that quote today. Peace out.
All right, so let's break this down. Cut bad habits, push back on liquor, push back on snacks.
Get more sleep.
Get more sleep.
Get more sleep. A lot of us go to bed at 12 and wake right back up at 3 a.m.
Facts. Before you, I would go to bed at about 10:30, but I'll be up at about 3-4 o'clock in the morning. I remember just the other day, actually, you looked at me and you was like, hey man, you ain't resting.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I mean, I feel good. But so I invested into the Whoop, and the Whoop was telling me the same thing you said. You need more sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Why does sleep, or how does sleep benefit us? Because I think a lot of people are confused. Like, I think I was confused. I felt like I need to be up underneath the weights all the time as much as I possibly can. But you're like, nah, you need at least a good 2 rest days throughout the week to where your body just rests. Why is that so important to rest?
Because we're growing when we're resting. If we keep beating our bodies up, we keep putting more stress on it, right? Our cortisol levels are always at a high. We want to keep our cortisol levels low so we can continue to grow. We can continue to burn fat, because you burn fat when you're sleeping.
Yeah.
You grow muscles when you're sleeping as well.
Yeah.
So the less you sleep, you're not growing.
Yeah.
You're not growing. I was that person too. I was there, I was like, man, I gotta hurry up, I gotta get up, I gotta go to the gym. Even though I only had 3 or 4 hours of sleep, I would feel like trash at the gym. But hey, guess what? I'm still in there pushing, but I wouldn't make any kind of results. The best results I got was when I started taking a day or 2 a week to rest. And I actually felt better that next day, and my appetite was there as well. The more you beat your body up, your appetite just goes crazy.
Man, okay, cool. I want to make sure people get a lot. And y'all, for those of you who are watching this, Coach B has agreed to give you all my 90-day journey. And inside of this 90-day journey is going to be the meal plan that I'm currently on for the last 90 days, and my workout and sleep schedule. And it's going to be 100% free. And then Coach B will send you all some follow-up emails, give you some more tips and pointers. And if you want to reach out to him and get some one-on-one services, you're more than welcome to. I would highly, highly encourage you to do it. Because one thing I love about Coach B, and even his amazing wife, is that they care about your health first, then the aesthetics literally right next to it, right? And so what I love about him is Coach B don't play. He's going to ask you for 10 pictures. He wants to see every aspect of your body. And then he's going to tell you, hey, this is what we're going to do. But Coach, when I first met you, I was 196 pounds. Mm-hmm. Today we weighed in at 165.6 pounds.
Amazing. And your body fat percentage started at what?
34 pounds, 34, whatever.
34%.
Yeah, 34%. Now we're down into the 18 percentage.
That's amazing, man.
And you know what's so funny is some of my friends will say, man, you've gotten skinny. Some of my friends say, are you gonna put back on more muscle? Like, are you gonna get bigger? And I'm like, a part of me was like, no, because I like the way that I feel. Mm-hmm. Now, I think our goal for my body is gonna be right around 172 to 175, you said, I think. Mm-hmm. But that's gonna be putting muscle back on. Not fat. Because when I first started with you, I could walk 18 holes. By hole 12, I'm tired and my legs are done. Now I can walk 18 and I feel great after I've played. I just got a good workout in. Mm-hmm. And so I like the way that I feel. Mm-hmm. I like the way when I move, if I got to run, it's like I feel good. I want to talk, when I say this, because some of you all have DM'd me, so when I say this out of love and no disrespect. But Coach is the expert here, not you all. When I used to put my workouts on my Instagram story, you'll get people saying, oh man, if you want to burn weight faster, then you need to do cardio after. you work out. Oh man, if you want to do this, you should. And I'm like, I've dropped. So we started at 196. I'm down to 165. That's 30 pounds. In a matter of 90 days. Today marks 90 days of the time of us recording this show. Would you say cardio is another way to lose weight quickly?
Yes, cardio definitely is another way to lose weight quickly, but you will not lose that weight if you still keep the same eating habits. If you still would have kept the same eating habits and you would have did an hour cardio, you probably only would have lost like 8 to 10 pounds versus you losing 30. So because it's the way you changed the way you ate, you was able to get that 20 pounds off more.
Yeah.
Because your body wasn't fighting through all that trash that you would have been eating, through all the hot wings, all the French fries, and it just wouldn't have made sense. You want to make cardio make sense. When you start making cardio make sense, the less cardio you have to do. So that's why I'm like, hey, let's push back on your cardio after this next phase. Let's push it back to 15 minutes and start working on building that muscle, because now you're going to be extra lean and you're not going to pick up all that body fat, period. The only way you would pick it back up is if you went back to your old ways. But now you turn over a new leaf and you know how to eat. I'm there for you. I'm gonna make sure that you eat the right things. You call me, hey coach, like you do when you're out of town. Hey, should I eat this salmon and salad or should I eat? But you get the gist of it now. Because my job is to teach people how to live it and not solely depend on me.
Right.
You're not gonna need to depend on me after the first 90 days. It's pretty much like a little college. I like to put people in like a little college.
Right.
To let them know what they can eat, because everybody can eat different things.
Yeah.
You might be able to eat Brussels sprouts.
Yeah.
I can't eat Brussels sprouts, right?
You know what? I want to talk about this because everyone on YouTube in the fitness space talks about, oh man, you need to be drinking 3 protein shakes a day. And one thing that you had me do you just let me get back on it. But it's like the first 70 days, you had me get off protein shakes.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's completely opposite of what every trainer, I would say 95% of the trainers out there in the world suggest that, yo, you got to get a protein shake. You walk into every gym, what do you see? Red Bulls and protein shakes. And technically muscle milk. I know the name of them inside the gym. But you were like, yeah, not get rid of them. Why do you believe protein shakes at a certain period of time? Because you just said, all right, let's go ahead and add protein shakes back into you and let's see how your body reacts, which from my body, it's reacted pretty decently. But what's your stance on protein? Why are you not a fan of protein shakes?
I like doing more whole food because when I first started getting into the whole healthy lifestyle, one of my old coaches told me the same thing. Get rid of the protein shake. So I was like you and everybody else in the world. What?
Yeah.
You need a protein shake? Come on, man. But he was like, no, trust me. Whole foods is more nutritious than a protein shake. When you drink a protein shake, you're hungry like 45 minutes later. But when you eat a whole food meal, you're good for like the next 2 hours. You know? You're getting all your micro and micronutrients that you need versus in a protein shake, you're not gonna get your micro and macronutrients. So you need to make sure that you're eating your protein, your vegetables, and your fats, or your protein, vegetables, or carbs, depending on how I lay it out.
But Coach, let's go there because this show's about money. The majority of people who are watching me right now are still in debt. They come to me because they want to get out of debt. I think a lot of people who are watching the show today are saying, man, not only do I want to be debt free, but I also want to be healthy. So that way I can enjoy my wealth. I can enjoy my kids. I can enjoy my grandchildren. I can enjoy the legacy and the life that God has allowed me to build. But my mom said something to me that shook me. She said, it is expensive to eat healthy. So my response to my mom was, so what you're telling me is it is cheap for us to die. And my mom paused and she was like, you're right. It's like, it's expensive to live. It's cheap to die. It is hard to live within a budget, but it's easy to live paycheck to paycheck. When you hear people say, Coach, you're telling me to eat healthy. You're telling me to go get salmon. You're telling me to go eat veggies. You're telling me to go get fruits, and you're telling me to eat this healthy stuff. And when I go to the store, I got to spend to get a good healthy meal. I'm spending $25. When I can go to McDonald's, I can go to this spot and get a full meal and be full for $10. But to eat a healthy meal is gonna cost me $25. Is it really that expensive, Coach, to eat healthy?
No, let's talk about this. A value meal is roughly $12 to $14, right?
Mm-hmm.
I promise you, you can go to Costco's or Sam's Club and buy a pack of chicken for that same price, and that pack of chicken is gonna last you 3 days. So you just paid $14 for one meal when you could go pay $14 for a pack of chicken for a total about 5 or 6 meals. So you just saved a lot of money, and you're eating healthy and you feel better.
What about veggies?
Veggies, yeah, veggies is the same way. Veggies are cheap. Cucumbers, mushrooms, tomatoes, you can all buy that stuff for under. That stuff will last you, it's not gonna last you in the refrigerator more than like 4 to 5 days anyway.
Right.
So you could spend like maybe $20 on veggies and you have veggies for the whole week.
So you're saying I can eat for a whole week if I go to Costco, shop in bulk.
Yes.
I can, for about $40 for one person, I can eat.
You can eat.
Now, you and your wife, if you were shopping for both of you all, which she does for you all, how much do you think the average couple can shop for? If it's $40 for one, would you say it's 80?
Let's talk about this. How much, when me and my wife go out to eat, listen, Five Guys used to be cheap.
It used to be.
When me and my wife go order value meals, when I used to eat like that and it was just me and her, brother, the combo came up to like $42. I'm like, are you serious? Our combos used to come down to like 18 to 22 bucks. But now it's like $40 to $42 for one meal for our combo together. So us together, we can go spend $40 at the grocery store and we can make that $40 stretch
For like 3
or 4 days easily. And that's with us portioning out our meals. A lot of us, when we go to these fast food restaurants, we don't even eat all of our food because of all of the fillers that's in there anyway.
Yeah.
You might throw away a little piece of that cheeseburger, but guess what? When you warm up that fast food, it's not gonna taste as good as you warm up your home cooked meal. So you're gonna save so much more money buying your groceries in bulk versus that one value meal that you spent $15 on. I wanna challenge everybody to take $15, go to the grocery store and buy you a pack of chicken and some vegetables. Let me know how much that costs. And then you go to where like Five Guys or McDonald's and buy you an unhealthy meal for the same price that's going to eventually have you have health issues in the long run.
Man, I think it was towards the beginning. And you're so right, man. Your body talks to you. I was eating healthy, and then I had a cheat meal. I think it was chicken at the church. And man, that next day, I just wasn't feeling good. And it wasn't I wasn't feeling good, like I was sick, but my body was like, yo, you just put something in here that we're just not used to. And I mean, my sinuses was crazy. I was on my staff meeting with my team. Ed is here. He could tell you, like, I felt like I had a head cold. And I was like, yo, what the heck? Where did this come from? Because I didn't go to bed like this. I woke up that next morning, man, and I was just like, yo. It was so bad to the point where I had to have a towel on my lap because I was just blowing my nose so much. And I was like, yo. And so when I talked to you, you was like, hey, man, it was that grease.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. A lot of us don't tie that into, a lot of us say, hey, man, I have bad acne. I've been having bad acne for years. Okay, you've been eating bad for years too.
Facts.
Man, I have bad sinuses for years. The doctor says they can't get rid of it. Okay, well, how bad have you been eating? All that grease and those ingredients inside of this food will make you have bad sinuses, will make you itch all the time. I used to have really bad rashes because I was constantly eating out. I used to have this favorite Chinese food restaurant I used to go to in Fayetteville, North Carolina, and this seafood restaurant I used to eat at, and they used to overbread the shrimp.
Oof.
Overbread.
It tastes good now.
Brother, it was a time.
Don't get it twisted.
I'm telling you, it was a time where me and Golden Corral were best friends. And I would always put all this, the only way I would eat broccoli back then is when I put that cheese over it. I used to put the cheese over the broccoli and the biscuits and the chicken and wonder why I would have bad acne on my skin or bad sinuses or always having headaches. Man, I used to get headaches all the time, man.
No, Coach, I'm telling you, man. I just gotta say thank you and your wife, 'cause y'all are a team, for the education, for the accountability. Because before you, hard to breathe. Before getting the education through you, I used to shake a lot in my hands. I think it's because I just clearly I wasn't eating. And one thing I've learned, the doctor that I have now, Dr. Thompson, she's my personal doctor, and she comes out to the house and does everything. And she was like, yo, you need to change because your gut is way too much. And before you, man, sweet tea, half lemonade was my thing. Fayetteville, North Carolina, my favorite restaurant there growing up, Mama C's.
Oh, stop. Mama C's, man.
Mama C's kitchen.
Brother.
I went there, if not every day, every other day.
Me too.
Every other day. And Mama that was my thing. Even to the point where my car got stolen, they knew me so much that they fed me for 2 weeks for free.
Wow.
Because my wallet was in the car and I lost all my money.
Wow.
And I say this out of love. I don't want to disrespect nobody. I don't want to disrespect my parents. But when I look at my parents and some of the health things that they're going through, I'm like, okay, eventually that will be me. But I want to prolong that as much as I possibly can. And my doctor said something on my show earlier. She said, our 60-year-old self is either going to say thank you to our 40-year-old self, or you did this to us at 40. And I said, man, I want to be the most healthiest, sexiest 60-year-old man, 70-year-old man that I possibly can be. Because this body is going to wear.
It's going to wear.
But I think it wears off quicker for the decisions that we've made. And I think for me, some people say, Anthony, this ain't helping me get out of debt. No, it is. This ain't helping me make more money. No, it is. If we go back to the beginning of the show, I spent $2,000 in the hospital. I went back and I did the math of a lot of the times when I went into the doctor's office, that was because of decisions that I made with my health. I've probably spent about $12,000 in the hospital. If I took that same $12,000 and invested that into a good mutual fund, into a good index fund, that could be worth clearly $500,000, depending on how I invested it. And in today's day and time, if we look at what is the number one thing on credit reports that's hurting people, medical bills.
Yes.
It's not student loans, it's medical bills. Medical bills are preventing people from getting homes. Medical bills are preventing people from investing into property. Medical bills are even preventing people from getting a job because they see the low score. Watch this. Medical bills are impacting people from getting the best interest rate, not the best interest rate, the best car insurance rate because their credit score is low because of medical decisions that unfortunately they didn't make right. So when I think about my health, I put this in the category, which I do not believe we talk about enough. And this is in the category of preventative. This helps you avoid spending a lot of money. And now I can come in here and be dialed in because I feel good. I can when I'm blessed to have a wife, and I'm gonna say it, man. I'm gonna say it, Coach. I think I told you this before, but I'm gonna say it. I was in the shower and I looked down, I couldn't see past my stomach.
Hey, yeah.
And I was like,
yeah.
Do And do I have a manhood?
I'm
You know,
telling
and
you.
I'm saying, and I was like, yo, I don't like that. Like as a man for myself, I'm like, if I want a beautiful woman, then I need to be a good looking, healthy man.
Healthy man.
And it's like, yeah, I had the money. Yes, I was building this platform. But what is all that if I can't live to enjoy it? What is all that if I can't live to see my kids graduate high school, graduate college, and have kids of their own because of the poor decisions that I made, but I had a lot of money, you know? And so I just want to say, man, thank you. Thank you for your time. Y'all, this is not going to be the last time y'all see Coach on the show. We're going to try and do a check-in every 3 to 6 months because if we're going to eradicate $1 billion in debt by the time of 2050, if we're going to build $500 million in debt, I mean, not in debt, $500 million in wealth by 2050, y'all, we got to be healthy.
You have to be healthy. And you know, I want to say this. I want to bring this to everybody's attention. How many of you do you know that retired within the last 2 or 3 years and they're dead already? I left my government job a year and a half ago. Now, back then, 4 people retired that I personally would see in the hallway every day.
Wow.
Brother, like 8 months later, they're dead.
Yeah.
And I used to walk past their desk every day and they had M&Ms on their table.
Wow.
They'll be snacking on candy all the time. And I'm pretty sure over the years, they had that same habit.
Right.
So all that caught up with them.
Yeah.
You know, when they could have still been walking around here enjoying their money. So you have to be healthy if you want to enjoy your retirement as well.
Yeah.
That's just very important to me. I just never liked that, how people would pass away a year after they retire. They don't work all that hard work. They work so hard now, they can't enjoy it.
Yeah, no. My thing is, if we look at today's day and time, people are working up until either the day that they die or the average person will retire, but then only get to enjoy, on average, 4 to 10 years of their life. And I said, I refuse to get to the point to where I no longer have to exchange my time for money and I cannot enjoy the time that I have. And so, y'all, we're going to give you this information. It's 100% free. As we said throughout the show, go to anthonyoneal.com/live longer. Again, this is anthonyoneal.com/live longer. This is a free PDF document. It's going to have some words of encouragement in there. It's going to have the plan of that Coach gave me. And if you would like to reach out to Coach and his wife to get some personal help, which I would highly recommend that. This is not, I'm not getting paid for this. This is, I care about your life. I care about your health. I care about you being on this earth as long as you possibly can. You are working too daggone hard to die earlier than what God wants for you to die. I know y'all spiritual people saying, oh my God, we all gotta die. And if I die tomorrow because I'm eating some Cheetos and drinking sweet tea, that was God. No,
that's not God.
That's not God. There's a date and a time. Now, God knows when we're gonna die. But if we do things better, we can live longer. And so go to anthonyoneal.com/live longer. Get this free PDF. Do it for 30 days. You're going to get some emails from Coach and myself. And if you want some personal training, reach out to Coach and his wife and he'll get you right. All right. So we love you all. Thank you all so much for joining us. Listen, man, let me know if you like the transformation that Coach has me on. You know what I'm saying? Am I skinny? No, I ain't skinny. Love y'all. See you in the next show. Peace out.
Peace.